For you, this is ABC Action News.
A police pursuit through Tampa takes officers into this church parking lot where it takes a wild turn. I'm Adam Weiner now at 9. The tough conditions officers face to bring in these suspected thieves.
Earthquake is to blame for a deadly stampede at a school. Dozens are dead this morning and the death toll is growing.
But we begin with that pursuit. It ended in the parking lot of a church in Carrollwood this morning.
Authorities ended up shooting one of the suspects after they say he tried to drown a police dog. ABC Action News reporter Adam Weiner is live now with more on how all this got started. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Dia. Officers right now are searching the SUV that was stolen. It was ditched here into the parking lot. I was just talking to officers. To chase down the thieves, they had to go into a wooded area that I'm told was up to their chest in water, in swampy water in some cases. Police tracked this stolen SUV from down on Kennedy Boulevard all the way up here to Humphrey Street, which is just west of Dale Mabry. Once the 4 people inside that SUV ran off, 2 of them were quickly apprehended, but a third one got into a scuffle with a Tampa Police canine dog and an officer as well. That officer ended up shooting the suspect. That suspect taken to a local hospital with injuries described as life-threatening. But that 4th suspect, a woman, was hiding in that swampy water for a couple hours until police finally surrounded her, moved in, and pulled her out. But the whole time, guys, a dangerous situation, Tampa Police say, because they simply didn't know what they were going to face when they entered the woods.
Yeah, but you're right. When you're going into the dark woods, you're going to assume that someone is armed. You have to be very, very careful. At this point, I know that shots were fired. As far as I'm aware, those were just the shots fired by the officer who was defending himself.
Now, that officer and that canine dog said to be doing okay this morning, so good news on that front. And again, all 4 suspects in this case apprehended. Tampa Police and a forensics unit right now going through that SUV to see if there's any more evidence they can find. For now, live in Tampa, Adam Weiner, ABC Action News.
And the search for that 4th person, a woman, lasted about 2.5 hours this morning. ABC Action News reporter Corey Deerdorf is live near the swampy woods where she was finally caught. Corey?
Yeah, Dan, let me give you an idea. Now, we're out here during the day, and you can kind of see around a little bit, but this is thick brush. This is nothing like the area that they went into. It was a lot clearer out in this area. But think about this. In the middle of the night, dark, you're hearing stuff, and this is where that suspect was found. Check out that swampy area there. She was found just to the north side, guided in by police helicopters as they went in from one side to the other, seeing that woman just hiding out there in the woods, and they were finally able to take her into custody. And helicopters from Tampa PD and Hillsborough Sheriff's Office were overhead searching by the air, and canine officers were searching on the ground. Officers trying to get that woman to come out for 2 hours, and she finally hid in a swamp just behind Villa Largo. Finally, officers were guided by a TPD helicopter following heat signatures from onboard infrared cameras, and they took that suspect into custody without any further resistance from that woman. And police tell us now gathering evidence from the scene out here, including where that critically injured suspect was brought, which we'll show you coming up at 9:30. That's just down the way. And like showing you again, this is what the suspect was hiding in, and this is what police canine officers and SWAT teams had to deal with this morning, this thick brush and that swamp. I wouldn't want to go into it during the day, and these guys went into it in the middle of the night searching for a possibly armed suspect. We'll bring you the latest just as soon as we get them on air and online. In Carrollwood, Corey Deerdorf, ABC Action News.